Hi, I'm David Muerle with Coldwell Banker Capital Gateway. I wanted to talk with you today about the market that we're in right now. It's a very competitive market. In other words, we expect 7, 10, 20 offers on every single property that's out there. Well, how do you get your offer accepted when you're competing with that many offers? Well, I think most realtors think it's all about price, and nothing could be further from the truth. The fact of the matter is, the value of that property is what the other homes in that neighborhood have sold for. And if people are getting a loan on the property, it's not going to sell for more than the price that the neighboring homes have sold for. So offering $20,000 and $30,000 over what the neighboring homes have sold for is not going to do you any good, because it's just going to get slapped right back down by the appraiser to what the values are in that neighborhood, unless you're paying cash over appraisal. So how do you do it? How do you get your offer accepted in a market like this? Well, the fact of the matter is, it's not about price. It's only about what the price is what the price is. So let's talk about the things that do make a difference. Some of the things that make a difference to a seller are a rent back period. Let's say that the seller is moving to another house and they need some time to move out of the house you're buying and move into their new home. Well, it makes it a lot easier if you offer them a rent back. And that's a valuable thing that you have to offer to the seller that doesn't cost you anything, because the seller actually pays your payment. You can even go even further. You can say, I'll give you a free rent back. I won't charge you anything. So now you're giving a nice little bonus incentive to the seller on top of the fact that you're letting them stay in the home for a little bit longer. Your inspection contingency. I certainly don't recommend that you buy properties without doing inspections, but you can tell the seller that you're willing to buy the house as is, subject to inspections. The contract actually is already an as-is contract. You're still going to have to negotiate out any repairs, but in this market, sellers aren't doing many repairs, if any at all. So why not tell them that up front, that you like the condition of the property and you're willing to buy it as is without asking for any repairs, unless something special comes up on the repairs, on the inspections, and then you can negotiate that out at that time. Your appraisal contingency. Certainly you want to get an appraisal on this property so that you're not forced to pay over what the house is actually worth. But what if you shorten that up? Can you order your appraisal immediately so that you can release your contingency within 10 days instead of the 17 days that's written in the contract? That just gives you a leg up on your competition. Your loan contingency, how far along in the loan approval process are you? Can you reduce the loan contingency to a 14-day period instead of the normal 21-day? Can you reduce it to 10 days? If you've done your due diligence and you've gotten your loan approved already with your lender, why not remove that loan contingency a lot earlier and make your offer that much stronger? The financing type does make a difference. A VA loan, for example, requires a pest clearance, so the seller's going to have to do some repairs to the house in order for it to close with a VA loan. That's less attractive to a seller than a conventional loan with 30% down, for example. So consider the loan type as well as other conditions. The title company, the seller may have a preference for the title company. Let's say they're closing escrow on another house moving forward. They're going to care about being able to have that escrow at the same title company. So make that an offer. That's something that costs you absolutely nothing, and it can mean a lot to the seller. The length of the escrow, some sellers want a short escrow, some want a long escrow. Find out what the seller's hot buttons are. Does it need to be contingent upon the seller finding a replacement property? Can you give the seller 2 weeks or a month to find a property for them to move into? So all these are very important questions to ask of the listing agent to find out what the seller's hot buttons are, and then you write your offer to tailor-made to fit exactly what that seller wants. I wrote an offer 2 weeks ago where there were 20 offers competing with my offer. I wrote the lowest offer on the property. Mine was the offer that got accepted because I was the only realtor who took the time to ask the seller what was important to them, and we gave it to them. So that's the scoop today. I'm David Muerle with Coldwell Banker Capital Gateway, here to serve your real estate needs. Thank you.